All right. Let's go find out. View draft board. Let's go find out how many guys we have ahead here. So 2 ahead of Beekman. The thing is, if I don't get Beekman, there's still some good players here. Like AJ Stumpf. Doesn't have the height, but he has some skills. He's also still 21 years old. Obviously, I'd like Beekman the most. I'd like to be able to move up and get him. But if not, we still have other guys here that do look very good too. Hopefully we get Beekman. We'll see how it plays out. But we're going to let the first few picks go, I think. Shillings is the better player now. But he's also 2 years older. In 2 years, I'm pretty sure I can get Beekman's skill higher than a B+, B+. So, that's the way I look at it.
Now that the Jets have made their pick,
Corner going #1 overall to the Jets.
Where schemes like the Tampa 2 are prevalent, you have to be able to play zone coverage, which was a concern for him at one point. He played mostly man and press in school, so there wasn't any tape of him in zone for scouts to review. When he came to the
Can you guys hear everything?
test was to see how he moved in drills like the speed turn and 3-cone. He did enough in those
Iron Maiden!
he could be depended on in a cover 2 scheme.
Can we get hearts in the chat?
Familiar with most of the coverages that NFL defenses run. His versatility can make him an asset on the field, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this team move him around a lot.
Interesting. So he plays a lot of positions, it sounds like. Can we get some love in the chat, Sneaky Nation? That is adding another hour onto the stream. Iron, thank you so very much, man. Let's get a spin on the Wheel of Doom for you, good sir. Go over here. Boop. 500 plubes. 100 for the rest of the chat. Thank you so much. I'm double checking something here. I'm trying to see if that unlocked the new emote spot, because if so, we need some extra hype in the chat. It did! We've got an extra emote thanks to Iron. Dude! Freaking thank you, man. That support means the world to me. It really does. We're adding another hour onto the stream as well, so we're back up to nearly 11 hours. 10:56. 10:56. Stop. Start. Let's go. Alright, and then... also, I need to change the goal down here really quick. Give me 1 second, and we will continue. So, could you guys hear the draft stories and everything like that? Was that all good? Alright, new subs. 8. And we're 2 new subs away from adding another hour. We also have the new sub tiers that are going to get special emotes, which I'm excited about. Alright. It was too quiet? No, it was too quiet. I don't know how to turn it up anymore. I have the volume nearly all the way up. We can't hear it. It's too quiet. Okay. Options. Is there, like, audio options here? I don't think the audio options are here. I think I'd have to save it. Let's see. Save it really quick. Then I'm going to go try to turn it up to make sure you guys can hear the draft stories and stuff like that. I know some people are really into them. The Wingo one was pretty interesting. Apparently he plays a bunch of different positions, kind of like a Jabril Peppers, it sounded like. So the Jets going with him early on. Settings. Volume control. Alright. Hopefully that'll make it loud enough for you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? We'll see if that works. See if it auto-saved at the right point. If it didn't, I'll just jump back into it really quick. But since I just left, it usually saves that there. Okay, cool. Hey, what up, Thunderblade? How you doing today, man? Yo, I don't know why that thing didn't pop up in the top right, or the sound. You might have to click the button. That's much better. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Now that the Ravens have made their pick, let's go to Adam.
Can you hear now?
To hear more about him.
If anyone should get a trophy for how to train in preparation for the draft, it has to be this kid. A lot of second-year guys will bulk up in the offseason to better protect their bodies from the intense physical demands of the NFL. It was smart of him and the trainers to get a head start on the rest of the class in that area. And from what I've been told, he hasn't lost a step. Now, when you look at him, you see a player that can contribute in week 1. He's more conditioned than most of his fellow classmates, and that's going to help him hit the ground running once the season kicks off.
All right.
Rams have just made Fields their guy. Let's hear more from our guy, Adam.
A veritable interception machine. He holds his college's single-game record for interceptions in a game, snagging 3. Scouts pointed to an almost 6th sense when the ball was in the air, and Matt Miller had him ranked as the top defensive back in the draft in his final mock. True lockdown defensive backs are few and far between, and this is a pick that should solidify this team's pass defense for years to come. It'll be very interesting to see if opposing offenses go right after him, and how if he shows any rust after being avoided for much of his final year in college.
All right, so I'm not big on... I like Beekman. I really want Beekman. What I don't want to do is trade into the top 5 of the draft to get Beekman. I'm hoping he's still going to be there. I'm really hoping Beekman is still going to be available to us from 10 to 15 maybe. If he goes before then, I think we'll just have to bite the bullet and maybe hopefully get another corner. If he does go then, the other option is I don't even have to worry about trading up. I can just kind of see how things unfold. But I do need to get one of these cornerbacks, so we'll see.
Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
When I ask scouts around the league what his biggest asset is, they always point to his father. His dad is a high school coach that knows how to consistently finish in the top of the school's division. And ever since he was able to walk, he's been on the sidelines for every game. Even after he leaves practice at night, he's still getting advice from his dad at home. And from what I've heard from scouts who've watched him play, you can tell the extra coaching has helped. Even during interviews at the Combine, I was told by several GMs that he was one of their favorite players to talk to. He has his dad's eye for the game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him become a coach one day himself. I like him a lot, and he'll be a great addition to the team.
All right. So the other thing about the Fields pick is that's within our division. So that's a guy we're going to be seeing a lot of.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Oh, don't do it, Browns.
The Raiders are now...
Dang it! He went 6 overall. He was projected as a mid-round pick. I knew it was going to be the Browns. So much for getting Beekman, man. Wasn't meant to be. I can take the other guy late draft.
Adam, what can you tell us?
We shouldn't have to trade up near as much.
He's a Heisman-winning defender. Let me say that one more time. He won the Heisman, and he's a defensive player. Need I say more? You can imagine how well he played this season to win the biggest award in college over several offensive playmakers. The trophy was well-deserved, and according to Matt Miller, he projects really well as a defender in the NFL. I think this is a home run pick, and it's great to see a defender get some well-deserved recognition.
You know, I don't think we've seen a single season where an offensive player won the Heisman. I literally think every single year a defensive player wins the Heisman Trophy.
Now that the Cowboys have made their pick, let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about him.
He's one of the more intriguing quarterback prospects this year, given his background is really more in baseball than football. It makes sense, then, that after just a season of playing in college, he's shown enough for this team to give him a chance. The arm and accuracy are certainly there. That much.
Yeah, I'm aware, Swag.
The question will be, can he do the million other things that are asked of an NFL quarterback and leader?
All right. Cowboys going a quarterback. Very interesting, considering they still have Prescott there. Very interesting pick.
The Colts are now on the
I cannot believe Beekman went so early. He was projected a mid-round pick. So who's falling then? Okay, yeah, this guy was projected the #1 overall pick. He is still yet to go. This guy just looked terrible. So the left tackles seem to be dropping a little bit here. Alright, so looking back at corners, AJ Stumpf is there. This would probably be my next selection of who to go to. He's only 5'11", but he's 21 years old. DeMarco Schillens looks like a better player, but he's already 23. He might be worth taking anyway. But I think I'd prefer taking the 21-year-old. Because again, in 2 years, I will have him better than what DeMarco Schillens is right now. I can pretty much guarantee you. So that's kind of my train of thinking for that. Boy, Beekman going early.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Panthers pick is in. Adam,
Okay.
Did Cam Newton get some help?
He's the definition of a balanced tight end that can bolster this team's run and passing game. Just look at what he did in the All-Star game. Matt Miller told me coaches challenged
2 years,
him
he
by
will still
lining
be
him up with
5'11".
his hand on the line and as a receiver. And if you go back and watch the tape, he looked comfortable playing in either role, even stonewalling a few of the better pass rushers in this draft. He's the kind of big guy coaches love to have on the field, allowing them to switch between run and pass schemes and keeping him on the field no matter what play's getting called. I'm guessing we'll see him featured heavily in that offense. In the
Was it murder? We'll have to remember that.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Okay, where do I want to trade here? Who's up next? We got the Steelers, the Bears. Oh, I didn't mean to. Alright. Trade center. Do I still want to trade up for one of these corners, or do... Okay. Maybe we should see what the Steelers do, because the Bears definitely need... Okay, yeah. Let's wait one more spot here.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Oh, Gage Vernon. He was good. That was a good pick by them. Okay, now the Bears need outside linebackers. Olive Garden, nice. Okay. So. Let's just see how they feel about things. I don't think he's worth a first-round pick. Well, Aaron Lynch in this game's not Aaron Lynch in real life. Do you think Aaron Lynch in this game is worth a first? Did he make the Pro Bowl? I can't remember. Probably not. I might have to give something else here. A third next year? And a sixth this year? Does this seem... What about that? I might just be able to trade Lynch, but how many times have you seen a linebacker get traded for a 15 overall pick? Doesn't seem super realistic. I think we might need to give a little more. He did make the Pro Bowl? We didn't sign anybody. You think Lynch is worth that pick? Is that really like a realistic scenario, though? "26 years old. He's still young. Can we see what his awards are? He had 10.5 sacks last year, 1 interception, 88 total tackles. Awards. 1 Pro Bowl appearance. So, yeah, I think the Pro Bowl was last year. Give them a 5th? Okay. He's too valuable. He really wasn't super valuable to us. I'd rather give them a 5th next year. Or a 4th. Let's do a 4th next year. Because I've seen a lot of guys in this draft that I really want there. We'll do a 4th next year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
okay, they accepted.
We've got a trade.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think that was a good move for us. Hopefully that other linebacker's still going to be there, though. But if not, we already had Revis waiting as well. Lynch did do good for us last year. Not saying he didn't. He did do well for us last year, but I feel like we'll be okay without him. I really do. So let's go ahead. Alright, the question now is, do you guys want AJ Stump for DeMarco Shillings? We needed... I lost 5. I'll be okay, Murder. We have plenty in cap, dude. We're not near the cap line. We'll be okay. I'm not planning on signing anybody right now anyway. Shillings is 3 years older, is the thing, or 2 years older. He's not as fast. He's 2 years older and not as fast. Not near as fast. AJ Stump has a lot more. Everybody's saying Stump. Most people are saying Stump. I do see a few Shillings in there. I think Stump is the better option. In 2 years' time, he's going to be better than what Shillings is now. I know that for a fact. He's still going to be a little bit shorter, but I think he'll be okay. He's got a decent vertical. I mean, he's got a 40-inch vertical. The guy can still jump. He can get up there. I think we'll make this guy better. Most people seem to be saying Stump. There's a few not, but I think most people are saying this. DeMarco's 23 years old. Stump's only 21. DeMarco's taller, but there's other things to consider. AJ Stump is younger, which is more important, really. And he's also a lot faster. I think Stump is going to be the better player.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
78 overall with quick development. That is a good get for us right out of the gate. He also has 85 zone coverage, 81 man, 91 speed, 84 press. This is good. I'm cool with this pick. Cool with this pick. Catching's at 69, giggity. Once we get his awareness up, he's just going to be even better. Hopefully this guy is going to help us win some games next year. Be a good complement to Chantrell Wilkerson on the outside. And going to be interesting. We'll see how he progresses moving forward. Honestly, I wasn't even sure if he was going to be a 78 overall. I would have thought he might have been a little bit worse than that. But he's even better than expected. He has quick development too. Think we got a good player here. Alright.
The Vikings.
So we pretty much traded Aaron Lynch for him.
The Titans.
But our corners were a big weakness last season.
Picked, Adam. What do you know?
Every year, the rookie who runs the fastest 40 at the Combine seems to immediately become very popular with NFL scouts. So after turning in the fastest time of his class, he's in the spotlight ever since. On top of that, his shuttle and three-cone times also help solidify the fact that he's just plain fast. The team could definitely use an injection of speed, and this is a step in the right direction.
Oh, Toby Bacon went to the Cardinals. That's within our division. So we are going to be seeing a lot of Toby Bacon in this franchise as we move forward. All right. Don't really want to trade up. I'd like to not trade up here. I might need to trade up. The thing is, Philip Clemens might end up going in the first round. I've got to worry about that. Do I trade up just to make sure I get him? Actually, Gant Pennington, I wouldn't be able to... Here's the thing. If I trade up, it's very likely... Unless I trade the late second, then I'm not going to get Gant Pennington. I'm going to have to try to maneuver this perfectly to make sure we get the players that we want. I've already missed out on Earl Beekman, unfortunately. But we do want to get Philip Clemens here. Now, he's projected second round. But we're picking at 30 in the first round. How many right outside linebackers are ahead of him? Not that that always means anything, but it sometimes gives you... There's one ahead of him. He doesn't look very good, so Philip Clemens could absolutely be the next off the board here.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
What are you guys thinking? Let's look at our trade options. I'm not saying I want to do this right yet. I just kind of want to look around. See, now they need an outside linebacker. Oh wait, no, Bengals. Yeah, they need an outside linebacker. That worries me. Now, I think they need a left outside linebacker, whereas he's the right outside linebacker. Okay. So I can trade this pick. In a 4th rounder? Does that seem right to move up 8 spots? Maybe a 5th rounder, right? What do y'all think? Don't trade up. I want to make sure we get this guy. Not worth it? How's it not worth it? 5th rounder? Let's try a 5th first. If they don't like the 5th, I'll try to trade up with the 4th. It might need to be the 4th. That worries me because I had plans for that 4th round pick. Ooh, I don't want to go higher than the 4th, honestly. What if I do a 5th and a 5th next year? Alright, not worth it. I don't want to trade a 3rd. Next year's 3rd. To move up just a few spots. I think he's worth it, actually. I don't want to lose out on this guy. I really don't. I don't want to lose out on this guy. I think we need him. I think he'd be a great player to this team. The thing is, if you see a guy you know you want, trading up to get him is not that bad. Sucks, but this is a guy that I know I want to bring in. So, first, and we'll do a 3rd next year. And we'll see if they're cool with that. No, they're just not having it. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't go here. I'll try again with the Saints.
Adam, what can you tell us about the Bengals' newest player?
There have been plenty of incredible moments in college football history.
What do the Saints
rarely
need?
do you see a game end in a safety. Late in the 4th quarter, his team was down, and its opponent was trying to run out the clock. However, he came hard off the snap, demolished 2 blockers, and crashed down on the quarterback before he even had time to hand off the ball. That safety was enough to give them the win and send his draft stock soaring. His raw strength alone was enough for this team to take a chance on him, and we'll see if he can develop into a dominant defensive lineman.
All right, Saints. Boy, moving up 8 spots is very difficult. I have so many plans with these picks that it's like tough to trade. And a 5th next year?
Well, if you're wondering what the delay
Okay,
is,
that's
I think
okay.
we've got a trade coming here.
Gave up more than I really wanted to, honestly, but it's going to be worth it for this guy. It's going to be worth it for this guy. Going to be worth it. Philip Clemens. 22 years old, A- hit power, B+ block shed, B tackle, 4.53 speed. Our replacement for trading away Aaron Lynch there.
The Bills.
What do we got? 79 overall, slow development though, but he's got 88 speed, 88 block shed, 92 hit power, 77 power moves. Slow development sucks, but I think he's going to be just fine with exactly the skills that he has already. I'll need to increase his zone coverage. Having that speed is very valuable, though. Again, good hit power. Power moves are even solid at 77. Block shed at 88. I am cool with it. I am cool with it. Why is everybody saying rip? This guy looks good. You guys aren't looking at the player. You're only looking at the development. I promise you, he will be alright. He will be alright. I don't know what everybody is calling. He's still going to be a very good player. Yeah, I know, Logan, but still like to have that option. Sometimes they cover, like one can rush. See, that's what I'm saying, Dark. The development doesn't mean a whole lot. Chantrell Wilkerson had normal development and got 92,000 experience points. We'll be all right.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
One thing that kept coming up from GMs whenever this guy's name is mentioned was his clutch factor. Throughout his college career, he managed to win big games and flat outplay some big names at the same position in the process. It's
yeah, I'm pretty stoked with him.
Challenging the situation, the more he elevates his game, a trait that will serve him well in the NFL.
Chantrell Wilkerson did have normal. That's what I'm saying.
X factor, coupled with his power arm,
but he got 92,000. He got developed like a superstar, even though he only had normal development.
This team has gotten its man.
Yeah, we've had plenty of players with slow development do just fine. I mean, I think that guy is a good player. His skills were perfect.
The Jaguars are now
there goes DeMarco Shillings to the Packers, so we'll have to find out how he is as well.
The Seahawks are now on the
there goes that guy that was projected as the best player in the draft, number 26.
The Broncos are now
all right, got to run on left tackles
the
now.
Dolphins are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam Schefter.
Here goes another quarter.
Looking back at pro days, no quarterback had a more impressive showing than he did. Matt Miller described it as a franchise-type workout.
J-Real, 15 more bits. Can we get some love in the chat?
A full fleet of scouts were in attendance to see him make every
thank you, sir.
NFL throw. Matt told me he was very impressed.
I can't wait till all these new emotes get approved, guys. I'm so excited. We unlock more emotes at 150. I've never had 150 subs, though. That would be a new record. I think the most I've had is like 135. So we're about 10 subs away from my all-time high right now.
And become the face of their franchise.
All right, Dolphins getting the quarterback to replace, I guess, Drew Brees. Did we find out who retired? Let me do that really quick. Drew Brees did retire. Doug Free, Jordy Nelson, Williams, Fitzpatrick, Nada, Adrian Peterson, Delaney Walker, Yonda. Some big names here. Tony Romo retired. Jay Cutler. Andy Reid and John Fox retired. Austin Schobel's going to be competing for a spot. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
All right, so with our pick, they ended up getting that right tackle. Who knows if that guy still would have been there?
What can you tell us about the Chiefs?
I just don't know. He might have been, he might not have been.
Lineman that doesn't get mentioned often by the commentators, but when they do, it's complimentary. He's a smart, big guy who knows how to play mistake-free at the line. In fact, he won a stretch of games this season in which he did.
The Dolphins did have Drew Brees. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl with the Saints, and they didn't re-sign him. So after winning the Super Bowl, he went to the Dolphins, led them all the way to the AFC Championship game, and they lost there.
But I think his intangibles are stronger than any lineman in this class.
All right.
All right, team is now
no, Gan Pennington.
Can you tell us about their newest player?
Wow.
His college career came to an abrupt end this year when he was suspended from the team. I spoke with the school's athletic director.
I really wanted him.
It was due to an academic violation. He was on probation and close to failing several courses before the decision was made between the director and his coach. He was able to turn his grades around, but his draft stock took a hit when the
400 hours for Bama.
By his academic issues, but his lack of playing time made it harder to evaluate him with the rest of his class. And now that he's drafted, I don't think the team is too concerned with his grades either.
Can we get some love in the chat for Bama, who just hit 400 hours in the stream? You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir, Bama. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as often as you do. Freaking love having you around. We love your fluffy kumquats. Unreal, man. Thank you so much. Gan Pennington was the guy that I really wanted. That's a big blow. That's a big blow to us right there.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The 49ers.
All right, we already know who we want here. We're taking our quarterback. Not even going to risk it. The other player we would have considered, I probably still would have taken the quarterback. Wow. Asher McClover just dropped down to a 4th-round talent. What happened? He was a 3rd-round talent. He just randomly dropped. Something happened. I still think he's the guy we want to go with. If nothing else, add somebody else to the quarterback competition. I don't think he's going to be a very good overall now that I've seen his 4th-round talent happen. Whenever you see that, it's usually a bad sign, but I think we're still going to take him here. But I am very bummed Gant Pennington is gone. Here we go, Asher McClover.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
70 overall, but he's got that superstar development. They're going to say we reached. I don't think we did. 93 throw power, 86 short throw accuracy. Accuracy at medium and deep throw, not good at all. 87 speed, though. 51 awareness. Once we get that up, that'll be better. But we've really got to get his medium and deep throw accuracy to be a lot better as we move forward. But superstar development quarterback. He's only 21 years old. We've got plenty of time to develop this guy. And I think he's definitely going to be competing for a spot right off the bat. There we go. Good speed. Yeah, once we get that awareness up, that's going to skyrocket him. It really is. And awareness is obviously the easiest thing to upgrade. So what I've got to look at now, because we missed out on Gant Pennington, is there another wide receiver that we like? Patrick Ratcliffe is here. They're saying late second. I don't know if my 30th overall pick in the second is going to be good enough to get him. There's also Batiste that we like there. So we can probably get him with that selection. So I doubt I'm going to trade back up because Batiste is still there. But we also still have Tracy Wortham that I'd like to look at in that situation too. But for the time being, we're just going to advance.
The Bears are now on the clock.
All right.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Here we go. Meeks. One wide receiver down. That's not good. Redskins again. Oh, they just got Ratliff. Man, Redskins, why are you taking all the wide receivers off the board, making it less likely that that guy is going to be there? Man, I would have liked Ratliff. I didn't really plan on getting him, though. Why is everybody taking a wide receiver, you boobs? Oh, gosh. No, not depth chart. Boy, these wide receivers are skyrocketing off the boards right now. I did not see that coming. Okay, we've got plenty of time for Batiste. I'm fine. I don't even need to worry about it. I guess I was mostly thinking about Ratliff.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Okay, let's go.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Here we go.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
The Cardinals going with a wide receiver. Another guy that we will be seeing a lot of within our division.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Here we go.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
All right.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
We should be okay.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
So many wide receivers getting taken there. I didn't say that. I don't remember that. Okay, let's look at our watch list. We could use another free safety, but I do think Malal Batiste is probably the way to go. Don't know how... Well, this is the second round. What other picks do I have? If I were to go with one of these free safeties to replace Venable, they're both older. He's only 23. A leaderboard? I don't know if we can do that. Hello, Pink. I really want Batiste. I'm just wondering. Might be able to trade down a little bit. Because I did trade away some picks if I can gather some more picks without... Okay, trade down to what, 64 overall? Where are we at now? Oh, just trade down 2 spots? That's not bad at all. That's a 5th next year. I want to pick up another pick this year if possible. Trade down to the 3rd round. 85. What are we at now? So trade down nearly 20 picks. But I do get a 5th this year. Gosh, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th next year from the Falcons. That's unreal. What are y'all thinking here? The Raiders gives us what we're looking for. They're giving us those extra picks in the later rounds. But a second, a third, and a fourth is freaking unreal to trade. The Dolphins trade? Oh, a third and a fourth. Yeah, that's a good call. We're not trading down near as far either. That's a good call. I think we'll do Dolphins. That Falcons one is very, very, very tempting. But I really need to get this wide receiver. I need to get this wide receiver, though. I think we'll do this one.
What wait looks like
we traded some picks away that I wanted for other guys.
I think that means a trade is coming. The Giants are now on the clock. The Jets.
Hopefully Batista's still there. If he's not, I still think we'll be okay.
He's a tight end who didn't see a lot of action in college. And based on his performance at his pro day, it's clear why. As Matt Miller
eat more of this sandwich.
To be either a blocker or a receiver at this point. And if that's true, then we'll see how the coaches decide to use him through training camp in the preseason.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock.
Okay. So now the question becomes, do I think Batista will be there at my 30th overall pick? Because I know Penn won't be. Penn's already 24. Are there other free safeties I liked? I don't feel like there was. There were some strong safeties I liked. Yeah, I might just take one of the late strong safeties and move them over. Worst case scenario. Let's go ahead and take Batista now. I think we need to get another wide receiver, man. We really do. I already missed out on Gant Pennington, the one that I very much wanted. I don't want to miss out on Batista. Not the fastest guy. I don't think he's going to be great or anything, but I think he'll be good depth for us, and that's still a big win.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
73 overall. He does have slow development, but, you know, 73 overall, that's already depth that that is much needed on this team. 88 speed, a little bit better than what I thought it would be. 84 route running, 83 catching, 90 acceleration, 87 catching traffic, 94 jumping. What else do we got? Let's get awareness and release up a little bit. I think this guy will be good. He does have slow development, but overall, he was a good pick for where he was. I don't care much about the development near as much as a lot of y'all do, honestly. I've had slow development players that still end up being very, very good. Is it ideal? No. Is it like going to absolutely ruin this guy's career to where he's never going to be good? Absolutely not.
All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to Adam. Adam, what can you tell us about this guy?
He entered the season drawing comparisons to some of the most feared defensive linemen in NFL history after a mid-season disappearing act that saw him record just 2 tackles in 5 games. Many scouts were left shaking their heads in disbelief. Even with the growing concern over his lack of production, there were some GMs who felt his poor stat lines were a direct result of the increased focus he began receiving as a result of his hot start. One pointed specifically to reports of offensive coordinators fashioning entire game plans around avoiding him, knowing that his fellow linemen were incapable of picking up his mantle. He'll now have a chance to prove believers right, as he's expected to see significant playing time in the preseason with a line far superior to the one he had in college.
All right.
The Lions are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. Let's go to Adam now, who's got more on the Steelers last
Here we go.
The biggest red flag for him came during the Combine, where he turned in one of the slower times in the pass rush drill. As Matt Miller put it, his hands looked okay, but he lacked the proper bend and release around the corner you'd like to see out of a defensive lineman. He may not have a lot of success as an edge rusher in the league if he can't get off blocks. The team might use him more as an interior rusher, but we'll see what happens when he gets on the field.
The Cardinals
Here we go.
are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Bills are
Oh,
now
there
on
goes
the clock.
Penn. Or was it Flynn that I liked?
The Packers
I think it was
are now on
Flynn.
the clock.
I didn't expect him to be there anyway, though.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
All right. Here we go. A twerk stream. Don't nobody want to see that. All right. Might as well go ahead and take Wortham here. Right? That'll free up a pick to get Heath. Which, again, we can move over to free safety to replace Venable. Neely looks solid, too. There's some good options down here. What picks do we still have? Third, 2/4. If I have 2/4 and he's projected to go into the 5th, I could probably nab him at one of those 4th round picks, right? Feel like I could probably grab him then. Ooh. Maybe getting Whitley might be good too. Because we did let some guys go, so getting both of those guys, but again, might be able to get them both in the 4th round. Could also be risky to try that. If I get a good offer, I might take it. I'm not really seeing anything that stands out a whole lot here, though, to be honest. No, let's just go ahead and take a player. Not loving what I'm getting there. Alright. So, I'd rather... This guy looks pretty good. I don't know why they're saying undrafted talent, but like what I'm seeing, he looks okay. Don't really need a fullback since I have Olawale. I think what I'm going to do is take Whitley first because he's actually projected to go higher, even though I kind of want Wortham more. But I think Whitley might come off the board first. I should still be able to get both, though. So let's go ahead and take Whitley now.
The Giants are now on
76 overall, 91 strength, 85 run block, 77 pass, 84 impact. The Zombie Man, thank you so much for that follow, man. Welcome to SnEaKyNation, dude. Awareness 51. Dude, when I get this guy's awareness up, he's going to skyrocket. 84 impact block. Seems like a solid pick. 26 overall. We got him all the way at 94. I love so many people in here. We've got a pretty freaking awesome community, I will say. Alright, hopefully Wortham stays on the board.
The Rams are now on the clock.
We'll find out.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Down the list we go.
The Browns
Look at all the
are now on the
Browns
clock.
picks here. Oh, they traded that to the
Browns are now
Patriots.
on
A
the
lot of
clock.
defensive
The
tackles
Colts
going.
are now on the clock. The Broncos are now
Alright.
on the clock.
Hey, thank you for retweeting
The
that, Chris
Panthers are now on the
Edwards.
clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
I appreciate that, man.
The Bears are now on the clock.
The Ryan, thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to SnEaKyNation,
The
man.
Vikings
How you
are
doing?
now on the clock.
All right.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Oh, the Browns got that
The
fullback.
49ers are
Okay,
now on
we
the
should be
clock.
good. Let's go ahead and take Wortham here. Watched. Tracy Wortham. Let's go.
Bills are now on the clock.
75 overall with quick development, 91 strength, 86 run block, 77 pass block, 85 impact block, only 57 awareness. Again, guy should be super easy to develop here. Craig with another $5 donation. Can we get some more love in the chat? And you blew
Sorry,
up the
I
cup
missed it,
like
Stat.
a
Hope
boss.
this makes up for its smile.
I freaking love that voice. Dude, Craig, thank you so very much, dude. You didn't have to do that, but, man, thank you. Thank you, dude. I really helps me out so much, man. We are $40 or 2 new subs away from adding another hour to the stream. I think Tracy was a pretty solid pick up there. All right.
The Bears are now on the
There
clock.
goes Christie. I thought that guy looked very good. I'm a bit shocked they had him as an undrafted talent. We'll have to remember to look at the Bills to see how he
The
is.
Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The 49ers
All right,
are now
back
on
the clock. Here we go. We'll show all the picks at the end, Murder. Or chat can tell you. All right, watched. Oh, wait, can I look at it here? Is that still a thing? No. Okay. Do we go Trevante Heath here? Jake, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome to SnEaKyNation, dude. I like his zone cover. Yeah, he's only 21 years old. This seems like a good pickup. I don't really need a strong safety, but after trading Venable away, might be able to move him over to free safety. But let's look at our other options here. He's also only 21. He has better hit power, the same zone coverage. Jake with the Twitch Prime subscription. Dude, thank you so very much. Can we get some more love in the chat, SnEaKyNation? Don't know why it hasn't been making those noises. But seriously, Jake, thank you so much. That means we are one sub away from adding another hour onto the stream. And if you guys didn't know, if you guys have Amazon Prime, you can sync it with Twitch. You get one free sub a month on Twitch, guys. Thank you so much for using yours on me, man. It means a lot. Yep, Prime subs aren't playing. I don't know why that is. Neely's only 21 as well. They have the same tackle. So, Combine, 4.53 speed. What do you have? 4.64. I think Heath might be the way to go. He's a little bit taller. His hit power's not as good, but I'm not that concerned about it. And then Fidget with the Twitch Prime sub. Oh my goodness, we've got a sub train going on. Can we get some more love in the chat? I don't know why it's not playing the hype song, but guys, thank y'all so much. SnEaKyNation, throw some more hype in the chat. I'm adding another hour just like that. 11:11. Make a wish. Make a wish. Stop. Start. Added another hour. Oh man. 10 new subs on. When I started today, I had 107 subs. I think we have gained 20 total subs today, guys. Y'all are freaking unreal. Thank y'all so very much for all the support. It means the world to me. And it's just crazy, guys. Thank y'all. Boop. Alright, throw that there. Should be good. SnEaKyNation rising up right now. Neely's the 7th. I should be able to... Yeah, I like Heath anyway. I like this guy, too, with that hit power. 6'4" height. But he's a bit of a project. I don't know what his zone coverage is, but it doesn't look like it's very good. Let's go ahead and take Heath here, I think. Let's see what we got. 69 overall, giggity. But look at this. 90 speed, 81 zone coverage, 76 tackle, 80 hit power. His play recognition is absolutely terrible. His awareness is absolutely terrible. Outside of that, this is a very good player. 69 catching there. Once we get his awareness and play recognition up, which two easiest things to upgrade, this guy is going to be a good player for us. I like the pick. Seems very solid. K Cross, thank you for that follow. Welcome to SnEaKyNation, man. I don't know why the Twitch Prime subs are not playing. Oh, there goes McKee.
Matt Miller was glued to the ongoing soap opera that was his story this season. A feared pass rusher, he couldn't quite seem to play with the same intensity on a week-to-week basis. Some weeks he looked absolutely unstoppable, terrorizing opposing quarterbacks. Others he looked out of place, struggling to make any sort of impact, even taking himself out of the game multiple times in fits of frustration. Some GMs I spoke to felt that his lack of consistency was due to a lack of maturity, something that can be easily addressed by the right coaching staff. This pick could have tremendous upside or could end up as a what could have been story. It should be interesting to see how this saga plays out.
All right, so we've got 2 wheel spins to do. Got 2 wheel spins. Let's go do this really quick. Here we go. Wheel of Doom. First one for Jake. Second one for Fidget.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Shot of hot sauce. Oh, gosh. Okay. What do we got for Fidget?
The Jets are now
1,000 plubes. 200 for the rest of the chat. Guys, thank y'all so much for using your Twitch Prime subs on me. Freaking very kind of you. Helps me out a lot, guys.
Adam, what can you tell us about James?
Oh my gosh, now Snoopy! Oh my gosh, it really is a sub-train going on. Can we get more love? Oh my gosh.
Social media outlets followed and shared his off-field collegiate exploits.
Wheel of Doom. Spin for Snoopy.
With his party boy perception, many of my sources told me that this was simply a case of
500 plubes, 100 for the rest of chat. Thank you, dude.
Issue. Look for this coaching staff to keep him extremely busy, hoping to avoid any unwanted publicity. This task may be easier said than done, especially given all the potential off-field distractions that come with being in the NFL. He has the potential to be his own worst enemy, and should he be unable to...
That one popped up! That one popped up! I don't know what Snoopy did that the others didn't. There's the hype music! Dude! Snoopy, thank you. All you guys subbing, man. Y'all are freaking unreal. Can we get some love in the chat? Man, we are currently at... Let's see. Again, I think 135 subs is the most that I've ever had. We are currently at 128, 7 subs away from it. We've already unlocked 1 extra emote spot. We've already unlocked an extra 12-hour stream next Saturday. And we are 2 subs away from unlocking another 12-hour stream the week after that. You guys are freaking ridiculous, man. Thank you all so very much. Throw some love and hype to everybody right now.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Here we go.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Find out what we can get here.
The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Browns are now
Ely,
on the clock.
all right.
The Texans.
Where was that App State wide receiver? I wonder where he went. Yeah, Twitch Prime requires you to refresh and share to get the announcements. Okay, so to Fidget and Jake, if you guys just refresh, that would be how to get the alert going. If you guys had interest, if not, that's okay too. All right, watched. What are we at? Dillard Reese, terrible pass block. I mean, very good run block. Not the best of strength for me to really worry about it. You know, this guy doesn't really fit our defense, but he looks very good with 37 reps. These guys are later picks anyway. Here's the thing. We've got 4 picks left. If I find 4 players on this list that I want, we're not trading it. If I can't find that, I think we'll probably make the move. Neely could go either way. We already drafted a guy. Neely might be a good pickup, but it's certainly not anything that we absolutely have to get. Ragland doesn't really fit our defense, but he looks like a really good player. And I feel like good players, you can find a way to make it work. So we've got him there to think about. Love the potential with Eduardo Frazier. He's not that fast is my big concern. He's got really good hit power. He's got good height. His zone coverage has got to be terrible, though. We could probably go without him. Barry Tolliver is the guy I think would be worth taking. Got okay run block, okay pass block, okay impact block. But for a 7th round guy, very solid. And we need to take a punter. So do we just go for it? Alright, so let's see. 1, 2. There's really only 3 players I feel like we really want to get here. Unless you guys want to take Neely too. Let's find out. Do you guys want to trade the pick or take JJ Neely? This will decide it. We're reaching for Neely. He's projected to go 7th round. We're in the 5th round. Let's see what trade offers I have available. If I get a really good trade offer, it would just have to be done, I feel like. A 3rd round pick next year. That's... I don't... That's perfect. They're saying they project the Seahawks to be the worst. I've got to do that. That's great value. I think that's just great value. We already took one strong safety. I don't feel like we need the other. I think we've got to take that 3rd round pick.
How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
Just better value.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. So the thing now, though, is because we are doing this franchise on Twitch now, I can actually continue the 49ers franchise after the YouTube portion is done. And again, if you guys are watching on YouTube later, go to my Twitch account, look at past videos. You guys can watch the streams there. So even if you can't make it to watch the games live, you'll be able to catch them all whenever you are available to watch them. Just like YouTube, it's no different. The style's going to be different because I'm going to be playing it live. I'm going to be talking to chat. It's not going to be like me calling it play-by-play. And I understand that's probably what draws some people to the whole series. But again, for the reasons I stated earlier, it just doesn't make sense for me to do YouTube anymore.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Not ever. Like, I'm still going to be doing YouTube videos, just not franchises over there. All my franchises are going to be on Twitch. I will also be releasing a stream schedule later this week.
Jaguars are now on the
so anybody who has interest in tuning into the streams can tune in then. Again, 49ers, I'm already telling you guys, Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the... Well, actually, maybe I'll do it 7 p.m. just so people on the West Coast, if they're in school till 3 or something... We'll say 6 or 7. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? You guys tell me. And we'll make that decision now. Alright, here we go. Watched. Neely. Oh, of course, Neely's still there. Alright, I do want Ragland, though. Let's take him.
The Giants are now
70 overall. I really would have thought this guy would be better, to be honest. Not even lying. But he doesn't really fit our defense. 90 strength, very good. 82 block shed. What else do we got? Once we get his play recognition and awareness up, he should absolutely round out as a player. He's already got a high motor. Solid depth for us, though, especially getting him in the 5th round. Got to be okay with them. I see 6, 6, 7, 6, 7. Everybody's all over the place. Only 70. I thought he'd be better. Honestly, I really did. Oh, gosh. Ruby Red! Dude, what's up, bro? How you doing? Can we get some love in the chat for Ruby?
Good stream, bro. Keep grinding.
Thank you so much, man. I'm not changing my scheme, Jamie. I've got middle linebackers that I quite like, dude, and I don't really like 4-3 defenses near as much. Can we get some love in the chat? Thank you, sir. All right.
The Jets
I appreciate that, man. Every little bit just helps a lot, dude. You are very kind to be donating, man. Anybody, seriously, it's awesome.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Here we go.
The Chargers
So we'll probably take
now
that center and the punter.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Is what I'm thinking.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Panthers
I'll never let go. Ragland, yeah, that was the other thing I was thinking. With his strength and such, could be a good move.
Are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Could be a good move. Is that Cecil Shorts the 3rd?
The Titans are now on the clock.
Shouldn't it be the 4th? Panther Gang, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome to SnEaKy Nation. And Medina? Did I say that right? I don't know. Welcome to SnEaKy Nation. I'm sorry I missed your follow early.
The Broncos
Earlier.
are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Here we go. What do we got?
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Rounding out the crew
the
here.
Ravens are now on the clock.
All right. There goes Neely. Neely finally off the board. To the Jags in the 6th round. Probably a pretty good pick for the 6th round for them, honestly. Make your pick. Let's go. All right. Oh, wait. Did I add another... Did I add the sub for Snoopy onto the 1 hour sub goal? Is it at 10 still, or is that 11 now? I don't know. I'd like to get you guys, if I missed it. Be honest, though. Barry Tolliver. Alright, we're going to take Barry Tolliver here. For 7th round, talent seems good. 73 overall. Yeah, 50 overall. We got him at 190. So got to be pretty happy with that selection. Not the best of strengths there. But as a solid backup that maybe we can move around to guard or whatever else we might
Chiefs
need.
are now on the clock.
Definitely seems solid. It's 11, it's 10. 10 should be 11, 10. Okay, my mod is telling me 10. I'm going to trust Jamie. It didn't change from 9 after 2 subs. Well, no, I went from 8 all the way up to 10, Dark. It is at 10. Okay, people are saying I did indeed include that. Just
The
making
Ravens
sure.
are now on the clock.
Just making sure I did indeed include it.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
But again, the other
Browns are now on
subs,
the
like...
clock.
Well, never mind.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The
Bring
Bengals
Pinion
are
back?
now on the clock. The Texans are
Pinion
now
didn't
on-
want to play for us. He
Panthers
refused
are
to
now on
sign
the
for us, saying, I don't want to play for this team
The
anymore. I really don't want to
Steelers
bring
are
him
now on
back.
the clock.
I am salty in this video
Cardinals are
game.
now on the clock.
You know, he kind of spit in our face, so now he remains unsigned, and though we could use him, he made his
The
bed.
Bengals are now on the clock. The
I'm gonna
Vikings
trust Jamie,
are now on
famous
the clock.
last words.
The Bills
Oh my
are now on the
gosh.
clock.
Really
The
is.
Packers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Alright.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Get our punter. Watched. And I liked Chase Sharp better. Let's
The
go.
Giants are now on the
69 overall, giggity. Nah. Alright, that's fine. Take us some time to develop him. Domo Money, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome to SnEaKyNation, dude.
clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
Alright, let's go! That's it for the NFL draft. Let's go ahead and review everything. Alright, draft recap. Let's go. Alright, AJ Stumpf in the first round, 78 overall. I believe he had slow... No, he had quick development. I'm sorry. Quick development. Then we traded up to get Philip Clemens as well. He did have slow development. 79 overall, though. 88 speed, 88 block shed. Our replacement for Aaron Lynch. I think he's going to be a very good player there. Then we got Asher McClover. Only a 70 overall, but superstar development. He needs a lot of work on his accuracy, medium and deep, but he's got 87 speed. Excellent throw power, good throw on the run, good short throw accuracy. Once we get his awareness up, he should be better. Only 21 years old. Then we got Malau Batiste here, 73 overall. He also had slow development, but wide receiver depth. We greatly needed it. Seems like a solid player for us. At right tackle, getting some more depth with Corey Whitley here. Already seems better than the guy we let go. Definitely think this was a good pick. Did we let Davis go? Is that his last name? Good run block. He needs work on his pass block, playing right tackle and such. Definitely something we're going to need to improve on, but he has very good strength. Good impact block as well. Tracy Wortham, quick development, 86 run block, 85 impact block, 77 pass block. He's playing guard, so I'm actually more concerned about that run block and impact block there. Definitely a good player for us. Then we got a strong safety, Trevante Heath, 90 speed, 81 zone coverage, 76 tackle. Main knock on him right now, bad play recognition, bad awareness, but as we improve that, I think he's going to be a very good player. Right end, Keon Ragland, 70 overall, normal development, very good strength, decent block shed, decent tackle there. Should be good against the run for us. At center, Barry Tolliver. Good depth option at center, only 82 strength. He's got pretty solid run block, okay pass block, 73 overall. And then Chase Sharp, the punter, getting him in the 7th round. Only 21 years old, really good accuracy, decent kick power here. So, you know, we can work it out. We can work it out with him. Let's find out what every other team did here. The Giants, running back, 79 overall in the first round. Superstar development for Lamel Bryson here. 91 speed, 89 carry, 88 ball carrier vision there. I mean, he seems to be a solid back across the board here. Look at this. 87 stiff arm. I mean, geez. What's his trucking at? I'm curious. Oh, okay, only 72 trucking, but still. Very good running back there for the Giants. Outside of that, they didn't really do a whole lot, though. Jags. 76 left tackle. This guy was projected to go, like, #1 overall, and he fell all the way to 26. 76 overall, though. Again, didn't do a whole lot after that. Here is Rainiel Wingo. 81 overall, selected number 1 overall in the draft. Quick development. 95 speed, 81 man, 86 zone coverage. Looks like an absolute beast right now. Very good pickup for them. Yo, Night Spike Mountain, thank you for hanging out today, man. Hope you have a good one, dude. Good pickup. What's his catch at? 64 catching for Rainiel Wingo. Then they stole Gant Pennington. This was a guy that I very much wanted. They ended up taking him. Let's see how he has quick development, 88 speed at 6'5 height, 85 catching. I was really thinking I was going to be able to get Gant Pennington in this draft. It didn't work out. The Jets getting a very good player there. And then they got Ravon James, who was actually a draft story. Only has slow development, though. So didn't live up to it, I guess. Lions, 75 overall, strong safety in the first round. He has slow development as well. Packers, 79 corner. Here's DeMarco Schillens. This was the other guy we were looking at. Only normal development for him. 87 zone, 83 man, 88 press. Definitely a very, very good player here. But I'm actually much more happy with us and the guy that we ended up taking. Definitely feel like he'll be the better player long term. Panthers, 72 tight end. He was also a draft story. Superstar development, though. Really did not have good stats, but it looks like he's a bit of a project, and I think a team's really going to do well if they develop him properly. Patriots, 76 strong safety. Quick development for him. His zone coverage sucks, and he's already 24 years old. Interesting. 88 hit power, though. Alright. The Raiders, 77 right outside linebacker with superstar development, 85 speed. Very good pickup there. Then in the second round, a 77 overall with normal development, a running back, Metcalf. Rams, 79 quarterback, Roy Fields. They took him at number 3 overall. 81 man, 84 zone. 80 press, 62 catching. Pretty good pickup for them. We'll be seeing a lot of him as he is within our division. The Ravens, 78 strong safety. Easton again taking number 2 overall. Quick development, 82 zone, 89 speed there. Also got a right guard, 73 overall. Redskins, 78 left tackle, number 12 overall. Quick development, 84 pass block, 87 strength. They also got a 75. This was the other guy we really liked, actually. Patrick Ratcliffe, but he was gone, or Ratliff. He was gone by our selection as well. Looks like a good player. You know, quick development, 85 route running, 83 catch, 92 speed. So we missed out on him as well, unfortunately. They took 3 wide receivers in the second round. Get your act together, you boobs. Saints. Not a great draft by them. Seahawks, 76 left tackle. All right. So he is within our division. Wow, Pink. Using the force on me, huh? Steelers, 77 middle linebacker, Gage Vernon. I thought this guy was going to be a lot better. Only 21 years old, though. He's got slow development, 86 speed, 91 tackle, 85 hit power. He also got a 76 left end in the third round with normal development. Not a lot of strength. I'm like looking at his skills. I guess 89 finesse moves. Very solid there. Alright, Texans, 80 overall left tackle at number 11 overall. Good strength, good run block, good pass block. Solid pickup by the Texans. Titans, 76 wide receiver Javonte Manning, 90 speed. Superstar development, though. Only 5'9", though, so maybe a good slot receiver for them. Seems like a decent pickup. Vikings, 78 overall left tackle Mingo. 92 strength, decent pass block, decent run block. Alright, normal development for him. They also got a left tackle in the second round. Maybe they plan on moving him over to right tackle. I don't know. He is the 75 overall. The Bears, 76 overall left tackle in the second round. Slow development for him, though. The Bengals, 81 left outside linebacker at 21 overall. 88 speed, 78 tackle. Lil Iflack, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome to SnEaKyNation, dude. 84 block shed for him. 71 free safety with normal development in the second round. The Bills, 78 quarterback Casey Engler. Normal development, really good medium throw accuracy, though. Needs to work on his deep throw accuracy a little bit, but solid player. 22 years old, out of LSU. They also got Evan Burke, 70 overall. 71 overall free safety. This was another guy that we were actually kind of scouting. I said we were going to look at him later. 87 speed, 78 zone coverage. And then they got a 75 running back in the 4th round who has quick development. Very solid draft by the Bills there. 470 overall, so that's the only other team we've seen do that besides ourselves. Broncos, 77 overall, right guard, normal development for him. The Browns, here's Earl Beekman. This was the guy that I really wanted. I did not anticipate him going in the top 10. I also didn't think he'd be a 79 overall. Man. Excellent player. 21 years old, 6'3", 95 speed, 80 zone, or 81 zone, 80 man, 79 press, 69 catching. Great freaking player. Oh, I still owe y'all a shot of hot sauce, don't I? Let me go ahead and pour that so I can see it sitting there and I don't forget. I really wanted this guy. They projected a mid-round pick. I did not see him going this high in the draft at all. So, big blow. Looks like a good player. Browns did well. Buccaneers, 79 overall, Kent Bruce, superstar development, actually an 81 overall here, 87 speed, 92 stiff arm, 87 trucking, only 21 years old, out of Oklahoma, looks like a potential star in this league. Didn't do well outside that. The Cardinals, within our division, they got Toby Bacon, normal development, 80 overall, 82 deep throw accuracy, 85 medium, 86 short throw, 93 throw power. Definitely looks like a good player. He's already 24 years old, though, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But we'll be seeing a lot of Toby Bacon this year, guys. Chargers, 79 overall, left outside linebacker, slow development, Irvin Hutton. The Chiefs, 75 left guard, Craig Lindsey with quick development. Alright. The Colts, 76 overall, strong safety, Dondi Roan. Very bad zone coverage. Just terrible zone coverage for his safety. He's got a lot of speed. He's still young, has time to develop, but definitely going to take some time there. Alright, the Cowboys, 78 quarterback, Malcolm Tomlinson with superstar development here. Already 23, 91 throw power, 86 short, 85 medium, 79 deep throw accuracy, 78 speed as well. Interesting pickup considering they have Prescott. The slap command is only available to subs. Gift and love is available to everybody, though. And draft is available to everybody. Slap is only available to subs, though. Dolphins, 76 quarterback, Malcolm Cottrell. Another superstar quarterback. There was a lot of superstar quarterbacks in this draft class. Very good pickup replacing Drew Brees for them. Eagles, 76 left tackle. Quick development there. Falcons, 76 left end. Normal development. Also had a 70 overall running back. And that brings us back to us. So I think we won the draft. We typically do. We draft very well. Got some very good players. Let's go ahead and look at our depth chart and see what we got to do here to move forward. Adjust roster. Here we go. Alright. Quarterback. We got McClover. Might take him some time to develop, though, but we'll keep an eye on him. We'll give him some time in the preseason to see how he plays. Maybe he'll take over a starting spot, or maybe Schobel will hold it down. Maybe Kessler still has the job. We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. Running back, Kirkland Marion, Carlos Hyde, and Sellers. At fullback, we have Alawali still. Wide receiver, Dimitri Todman, Willie Snead. We also got Corey Essex. And then, getting a little bit of depth there, we picked up Malau Batiste. Looks like a good player right out of the gate. I think he's definitely going to help this team. And especially if we get an injury to one of these top two guys, we have depth to fill in a little bit more now. Tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins and Shaquan Fryer. We also have Mooney down here as well. Left tackle, Joe Staley and Deese. And, Deese, I think Staley still has the spot, but Deese right behind him. Deese might end up replacing Staley sometime. this year. If not this year, definitely next year. Joshua Garnett going to be at left guard for us. At center, we have Warmack Davis, which I might move him over to be the backup left guard. Let's do that now. All right. We'll look at him, vegetarian. Calm down, bro. I'm doing this first. So Davis is the backup there. Center, we just picked up Tolliver. He should be a good backup to Warmack at center. Right guard, we have Lucina. We also have Wortham, a guy I like a whole lot here. Definitely going to be very good at depth early on. And then we got Crowell and Whitley, another guy that I think is going to be very, very good for us moving forward. Left in, Armstead, Buckhalter, and Blair. At right in, we have Buckner and Ragland. At defensive tackle, Marcel Cody and Quentin Dial. Left outside linebacker, Tajay Veal and Sylvester Chambers. Middle linebacker, Navarro Bowman, John Forsey, and Zach Brown. Looks like Forsey might be ready to take over Zach Brown's spot there. Right outside linebacker, Eli Harold, but it's actually going to be Philip Clemens likely getting the start for us here. And then we have Cassidy Rivas as well. Cornerback, Chantrell Wilkerson, Jimmy Ward, Marcus Gesser. I think AJ Stump is going to get some time at that number 2 corner spot. We'll see how he does there. We're going to have to cut a lot of these players, though. We have way too many corners at the moment. Free safety, DeMarcus Avery. And then at strong safety, we have Kendall, Tart, Jackson, Diamond, and Heath. Who do I want to move over to play free safety here? Probably Heath with that zone coverage. I want him to be a backup and getting a lot of time. So we'll move Heath over to free safety. Alright, see how that pans out. Cool. He'll be the backup there. Kicker, we have Edison. Punter, we have the rookie Chase Sharp. We have 2 first-round picks. Oh, wait, no. Those were this year's picks. 2 first-round picks next year, a second, 2 thirds. No 4th or 5th, though. So we'll see how that all plays out as we go forward. Move forward, but gives us some flexibility, if nothing else. Depth chart we won't really fix yet. So if you're watching, let's go ahead and advance here. If you're watching on YouTube, that is going to be it for the off-season. If you're watching on stream, we'll go ahead and play some preseason games right now. And again, I know the decision I announced earlier might not be the most popular on YouTube, but I think it's just better for me overall. Hopefully you guys can understand that. If you choose to stop watching the channel, I can't stop you from doing that. I understand why. Still going to be uploading stuff on my YouTube. Still going to be uploading Madden content, NBA 2 content. But we're going to be doing more of rebuild videos instead of doing a game-by-game franchise. That's all my franchises are moving over to Twitch. If you guys would like to follow the franchises, there is a link in the description below. Even if you can't make it to the streams as they're happening, you can always go back and watch the videos of the day. You can find everything there. I'm going to say 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. We are going to be streaming the 49ers, guys. I might even stream it next Saturday as well as a part of the 12-hour. If that is the case, I will inform you guys on YouTube. But everything else, guys, thank you so much for all the support. I know I've been making decisions that a lot of people aren't too happy with lately, but for those that do still support me, you guys, the real MVP. SnEaKyNation has still been amazing. So the YouTube's going to end here. The stream will continue, and I'll see everybody on YouTube later. Peace.